This patient is an example of what efforts are made to save a person's life. That says the whole world is making efforts to save somebody.
As far as I understand, this is their last stop. If they don't get this transplant, it's a death sentence for them.
The light in their eyes. The Hebrew University Medical Center, Ein Kerem. For 30 years, this has been home to Hadassah's world-renowned bone marrow transplant, cancer immunotherapy, and transplant research center. Here, Professor Prof Or leads a team of angels in white in the sacred work of saving lives.
I knew I wanted to be a doctor from a very early age, from my very first years in elementary school. From my parents and surroundings, I understood that the world is built on charity, on giving. And I saw that the greatest charity is in medicine.
He is the head of the department and a doctor in the daycare unit. He leads the research and he's also received patients. It's a pretty big job. Everyone in this field gives. It's natural. If not, they wouldn't have a place here.
From research labs to transplant ward, Professor Or and his team seek remedies for life-threatening diseases using the stem cells found in human bone marrow. Over the years, they have discovered new cures for a wide range of diseases, which, until recently, had no effective treatment at all.
In the field of stem cell transplant, Hadassah's department and research labs have led major breakthroughs that have advanced treatment in Israel and around the world.
As many as half of all patients have no matching donor in their immediate family. Hadassah houses Israel's National Volunteer Donor Bank. Under the direction of Professor Or, the bank is growing steadily and now offers many patients a new chance of life.
Many patients who need a bone marrow transplant have no matching donor in their family. This bank of volunteer donors with no family links is a life-saving project. It's an example of a human international initiative that brings a lot of good to the world, with many countries helping each other.
I was at the Malcha Mall. There was a collection point. I volunteered and they called me before Rosh Hashanah. It's a wonderful feeling. I only hope that it will succeed. As far as I understand, this is their last stop. If they don't get this transplant, it's a death sentence for them. To give up a few hours of our life to save someone else's life, what bigger gift is there?
This patient is an example of what efforts are made to save a person's life. She is from Russia. They found a donor in Germany and she's come to Israel for the transplant. That says the whole world is making efforts to save somebody. Each time it moves me anew.
I am a tourist from Turkey. I have MDS. I heard of Professor Or and I came here specially.
This is an example of the center's credo. We welcome patients from all countries, from all ages, and give each a real chance for life. All the efforts that can be made to save someone are made here.
as well as the volunteer donor bank, a new solution for life-threatened patients has recently been discovered: cord blood. After the birth of every child, blood remains in the umbilical cord and placenta, rich in valuable stem cells. These young stem cells are eminently suitable for patients with only partially matched genetics. Thus, cord blood is increasingly becoming an effective solution for patients lacking a fully matched donor, either from their family or in the worldwide volunteer donor banks. And cord blood is an endless, easy-to-access source of stem cells. Hadassah is a pioneer of Israel's National Cord Blood Bank, and Professor Or is its medical director.
ואם אנחנו נבין מה התהליכים הביולוגיים שקורים בשליה תוך כדי ההיריון,
If we could better understand the biological processes going on during pregnancy, that could give us new tools for less complications, including less rejection, and the opposite, less attack by the implant on the body. More than that, if we think about surrogate mothers with zero match, no genetic compatibility at all of the woman carrying the embryo, there's no immunity problem of the mother. There's complete immunity. Our job is to research this and to discover the keys to creation's miracles.
התפקיד שלנו זה לחקור את זה ולהבין את פלאי הבריאה.
Professor Prof Or and the team of Hadassah's bone marrow transplant department, providing new hope for once incurable diseases.
עידו, שלום, זה קשה מאוד, אבל ברוך השם, אנחנו מתקדמים. נכון? זה רפואה שלמה.